what are you expecting from the New York Giants this year? And two-part question. What are you expecting from the New York Giants? And do you expect Saquon Barkley to have a better rookie year than Sam Darnold for the New York Jets?
Okay, I like that one. Well, first off, I think the Giants are going to have a tremendous year. I think they've shored up some issues on the offensive line.
Define tremendous for me. I have to ask this because you used
I
the
think they're
word
a
great
playoff
a few
team.
hours ago.
I think they're a playoff
and there was
team.
nothing great about that. And you said, what do you mean they're going to have terrific? What do you mean?
I think that I'm going to go on the record and say they're going to win 10 games this year.
Okay.
And they're going to be a playoff team. Will they be a Super Bowl contending playoff team? We'll have to see how the kind of, how the season unfolds and how they kind of, what their character of that team kind of becomes as the year progresses. But I think they're a playoff caliber team, at least right now on paper. They still got to go out there and play those games. But I think they win 10 games and have a good year. Do I think Saquon Barkley is going to have a better year than Sam Darnold? I think that's a good question. I think yes, mainly because he'll have more opportunity to show his talent and to run the football and to catch the ball out of the backfield. Obviously, his number will be called a ton of times. There will be plays for him. I think Sam Darnold will have somewhat of a learning curve coming in the earlier part of the season as he goes through his rookie year. I think the learning curve is easier for a running back as opposed to a quarterback in Sam Darnold because it's somewhat less to learn. Okay. And you can just go out there, get handed the ball, catch the ball in the backfield, know your job, and execute at a high level. Sam Darnold, on the other hand, is a quarterback. He has to know where everybody's at, where everybody's going, read defenses, put everybody in place. That's a harder task to do, to complete as a rookie in the NFL.
You know what, Victor? I'm going to put you on the spot right now. Looking at the NFC East, you got the Eagles, the reigning, defending Super Bowl champion Eagles. You got the Dallas Cowboys. I don't want to throw up, so I'm not going to talk about them too much.
Okay.
You got your New York Giants, and you got these Redskins that have given us no reason to believe that last place is there's any other destination for them other than last place. Right now, if you had to handicap, if you had to really dissect the NFC East, what order do you have teams going in? And I'll give you the right to change your mind in the next 2 weeks.
Okay.
But right now.
Right now, I think you got the Giants on paper. Right now, going into the season, I think the Giants are number one in the NFC
you got
East.
to be kidding me.
100%.
You're saying that with a straight face.
With the straightest face.
And with no
With the
objective.
straightest
And
face.
you're going to sit up there and say that's subjective?
100%.
That is objective.
I think they have a defense that is solidified, that is together, that they've played a couple years together, and they understand what they're worth.
When did we last see that defense?
We got Snacks Harrison. We got Jack Rabbit on defense. We got Olivier. They have defensive players that can make an impact and make a difference. And if you've seen from the past, Stephen A., whenever the Giants have a good defense or a great defense, good things usually happen for them. So I'm putting my faith not just in the. What evidence do you
have up this weird where last time we saw the Giants? How did their defense look?
Not the greatest. That's why it's a new year. That's why it's a new, renewed sense of energy for them.
So without seeing any evidence of the new, and
Correct.
The evidence of the old has the Eagles as the reigning defending Super Bowl champions with a defense that is stout, an offensive line that comes back. Carson Wentz eventually will be back. A Giant Clement at the running back spot. Jeffries and Aguilar at the wide receiver spot. Ertz at the tight end spot. With the Eagles defense with Ingram and Fletcher Cox and those boys. You're going to sit up there with a straight face and tell me that the Giants are winning the NFC East?
Philly's right there behind them, though. They're not far behind them.
Well, if the Giants win 10 games, you saying the reigning defending Super Bowl champions going to win 9?
Yes.
Wow.
I'm saying that the Giants are going to have a 10-win season. The offensive line of the New York Giants are going to keep Eli upright, and you're going to see a different Eli Manning than you've seen in the past. 100%.
Victor Cruz right here with Stephen A. on ESPN Radio. I mean, I asked a brother to be bold, and he most certainly is bold. I don't know how off his rocker he is, ladies and gentlemen, but he's lucid. He's a good law-abiding citizen. He's a football player. This is what he says. All right, let's talk about the NFC, period.
Okay.
Who do you see as the biggest threats to your Giants or the Eagles? I mean, who are the biggest threats, Victor Cruz?
Obviously, the Eagles are there. I think obviously they have a great team coming off that Super Bowl, but I think the Green Bay Packers. I think they obviously Aaron Rodgers and the things that he can do. Anytime he's lining them up and he's lacing them up and getting ready to play on Sundays, they've got a chance to win.
Because he's a bad man.
100%. And I like the Mercedes Lewis pickup for them at the tight end spot. Gives them a security blanket that Aaron Rodgers loves. He loves those athletic blocking tight ends that can catch the football and run routes and do those things in the green zone. I like Devontae Adams. I like Randall Cobb, obviously, for for a number of years, slot guys. So
and you didn't have any problem with Aaron Rodgers calling out them rookies, did you?
No.
They're rookies.
Yeah, absolutely. I think he sent a message early in training camp that this isn't enough. This isn't good enough. We need to be better than this, whether it's a walkthrough, whether it's a jog-through period, or on scout cars or whatever the case may be. They have to be better.
Last question. I'd be remiss in neglecting to ask you this question. A lot is held against Odell Beckham Jr., your former teammate, from that whole partying in Miami before the week of a playoff game.
Mm-hmm.
Having said all of that, he's a superstar. I believe he deserves his money.
Yep.
Now,
Yep.
How does Victor Cruz feel?
I agree. I think he deserves his money right now. I think the biggest thing, Stephen A., is not just obviously what he does on the field speaks for itself. The 3 years only comparable to Jerry Rice and all those names, and we understand that part. But a lot of football, and a lot of the NFL specifically, is entertainment. And it's about bringing people to these stadiums and about loving their favorite players and about coming to see their favorite players. And I don't think there's another player in the league that we can mention now that the fans want to see more, that they want to come see more in person, watch play in those stadiums. And that's a huge factor for the Giants. They understand that.
I tell you this much. I miss you doing the salsa, bro. I miss that. I miss that bad. You threw down with that boy. 100%. Had me wanting to learn the salsa and the merengue, to be honest with you. The only person I see that can succeed Victor Cruz in that department is possibly Travis Kelce. That's about it.
I've seen him do his thing.
He's good.
He's
he can
really
do his
good.
thing unless
and
he's
he's creative.
Touchdown.
He's creative, too. He's got some good
That's right.
celebrations.
No doubt about it.
Absolutely.
All the best to you, man. Good luck, man. Welcome to the family.